A very warm welcome to Ada Derana Biz 24. Janashakthi Group, a leading financial conglomerate with a robust presence in insurance, finance, and investment banking, has once again demonstrated their industry leadership. Now, Janashakthi Group comprises of a few entities such as First Capital, Janashakthi Life, Orient Finance, and Janashakthi Foundation. Now, a standout achievement for the group was the recent recognition for the First Capital Holdings PLC at the Slim Brand Excellence Awards 2024, where First Capital was given the prestigious title Brand of the Year. And not just that, they were honored with 3 more accolades such as Service Brand of the Year, Gold Award, Local Brand of the Year Silver Award, and B2B Brand of the Year Bronze Award. And today we're going to dive deep into this milestone and discuss the future of the group as well. And to do so, I'm joined by Mr. Gamika De Silva, the Group Chief Marketing Officer at Janashakthi Group, and Mr. Randinith Madanayake, the Head of Marketing at First Capital Holdings PLC. Hello to both of you. And first of all, congratulations on this huge win, I would say. And I would like to start off with Randinith. What are your thoughts and how do you define this moment of winning the brand of the year?
No words to express how glad we are to win this. And our brand excellence journey has not been very long also. Past 3-4 years, we've been getting into this. But our work, as a business, we've been there existing for the past 40 years plus now. And we've played a pivotal role in Sri Lankan economy, especially the past 3 years, right? As the role of a primary dealer, especially when most of our funding was cut to the government. So we played a pivotal role of raising that debt for the government. So that was one critical, and also I can say that's a defining role that we played. We also manage over 100 billion of assets right now under asset management. We are also a stockbroker. At the same time, we also advise corporates. Another key thing that we do is that in terms of research, we have a research arm which comprises of fixed income research, equity research, as well as macro research as well. So those are actually contributing to the country, to the businesses, to the individuals. Especially during volatile times, we help people to read the market in a better way and make better decisions. So that's probably the most defining thing. For that, I think we've got this award. And personally, for me, while, like I said, the company really benefits out of it, and personally, I think any brand marketer would look at, that's one of the dreams. Gamika has been a brand marketer for the past 20 years now. For me, it's 11 plus, 12 plus years now, and it's a defining moment for us. And the other defining part is for our industry. We represent the capital markets and the investment banking sector. This is the first time a company winning an award, Brand Excellence, Brand of the Year award in our category. So that actually signals, gives a message to the country as well. Because Sri Lanka, the capital markets are still penetrating. But if you take more developed countries, the capital markets play a bigger role than what is played here in Sri Lanka. So I think that gives good confidence for people and for customers to look at capital markets in a more better way and look at capital markets being part of their life to help with their investment. So that's, I think, is the more defining moment, how I would define it like that.
Yeah, I would like to direct the same question in a different way to Gamika. How do you see this success, especially because you have been a past president of SLIM?
Interesting. There are a lot of brand awards. And if you don't have a SLIM Brand Excellence Award, you're missing something big in your portfolio. Luckily for me, I was part of this journey. I think SLIM Brand Excellence is 23 years old right now. Back in 2010, we relooked at the blueprint, and I was very fortunate to be part of that committee under the guidance of Professor Udita Liyanage. We redefined the whole brand landscape, and in my whole life, in my brand journey, that was one of the defining moments to learn the art and the science of the brand story. And also being a past president and a project chair of SLIM Brand Excellence, this process is very stringent. You can't just win an award. Number one, you need to have a compelling story. You need to have the discipline to fill that brand book and enter. Thirdly, a very tough interview with a experienced set of judges who are representing the top notch of the marketing fraternity in Sri Lanka. You need to go in front of them. You get 10 minutes to present your case, and among all the other brands, I mean, for us, we had to fight against FMCGs, we had to fight against the the large players in the service market, etc. So that it's a tough competition. And also your story, just because you have performance, you can't win a brand excellence. Just because you have a good brand story, you can't win a brand excellence. Your story needs to connect from your brand purpose to your performance. Every little thing needs to connect. If you don't have that connectivity, you can't score. So I think winning this reinforces our thinking behind First Capital brand. It's not just a short stint, as Randinith mentioned, 4 decades. There are people who were behind this brand, building it from scratch, and we are reaping the benefit out of it. And I'm happy to say that the entire First Capital team, from the CEO to the management, believes in the brand, and that's the whole encouragement we have behind this winning this award. And this is the pinnacle. I mean, we can be really proud about winning the brand of the year during this year for First Capital.
Of course, certainly winning such an accolade is definitely very competitive and challenging, just like you said. And how do you believe this will impact the future of the group, and also how it brings an impact on the financial sector going forward?
Oh, certainly. As the group chief marketing officer, I encourage all my brand guys to apply for brand excellence in the first place, because that gives you the discipline in terms of thinking brands, and also to reflect about the good things that you have done. So this win actually sets the benchmark for us as a group to drive forward towards better recognition. And all the other business units also can, inspire by this win and enter into brand excellence, fight and win awards. So that also you can align your brand thinking, your performance, everything towards winning a award of this nature. That's number one. Secondly, this also sets a benchmark for us to sort of live up to this expectation. Now that we have set the benchmark high, that we need to deliver. I think one of the key that we need to remember is the people and the service that you offer makes a big differentiation, and your customers also expect from that standard. So that entire First Capital team, Janashakthi group, needs to live up to that expectation, and we believe as a team that we need to live the brand in that right spirit. So in that sense, I think as a group that we look at strengthening our brand presence, strengthening our performance aligned towards the brand, and also to drive customer excellence going forward.
Just like you said, now it's important to look at what's next. So, Randinith, I would like to ask you, how do you plan to leverage on this success and further solidify the brand position?
So I will take some inspiration from recently what I heard, especially at the Brand Excellence Awards. The keynote speech carried a message about, no matter how good your advertising is and your communications are thought through, if your product and the people behind it, if they are not really up to the standard that's expected from a brand, you're not going to survive for a long time. You're not going to be relevant, right? So I think that's where, especially in the investment space, we are pretty much, most of us are pretty much, not looking at many options. We are constrained. I mean, we have restricted ourselves to traditional way of investing. That's where I think as a product we can give more variety when we come in, and for different financial goals. That's where First Capital will guide the customers. Second, when it comes to people, I think we have a good caliber of people who are ready to service and with a lot of expertise. And every day it's a learning for us. Because every day when we hear and understand customers, especially about their investment goals and probably their bad experience, we actually try to be better in terms of what we do. And our platforms that we have, specifically online platforms that we have created, giving accessibility, I think that's also helping for us to deliver a better service and actually leverage that. So overall, I think Gamika also touched that. Once we have set the benchmark, there's no way of going behind. I think with this award, I think there will be more expectation coming from the customers. And I think I request and I believe that we can strongly deliver what customers are expecting from us as a brand.
So I think just to add to what Randinith said, as a team, the entire team is really thrilled about this win. And that also gives them the encouragement to do things better. So I think as a team we have had a discussion after the award winning as well. Now we need to go to the next step and deliver better customer experience. So that's, I think, it's a good way that this award has further reinforced our thinking and allow us to do things better.
Yeah, that actually comes down to my very next question towards Gamika as well. Now, with your experience as a marketer and your experience at Janashakthi Group, how do you really ensure that all your brands stay aligned to the core values and consistently meet the customer expectations across all brand sectors?
One of the important things in the group is that we believe in brands. From the management, from our founder, we have built strong brands. That's one of the blessings. Because no business can just survive without building a solid brand, and brand is not merely just a logo or your tagline, etc., but it's the entire foundation of your business. So that's one of the blessings we have. Secondly, we at the group marketing level, we have the holding company has shared services. Marketing is a shared service. So everything that we decide and what we do is aligned towards a particular direction, and we ensure all our business units sets that standard and position themselves in a stronger way in their own sphere. We have different customer segments, we have different subcultures within our business units, so we'll ensure that the fundamentals stays true to its brand. And we always believe in the brand values, the positioning and the brand purpose. So those are few factors we don't compromise. And as a group, we believe in a set of core values which runs across all our business units, and we stay true to that, and there's no compromise on that as well. So given that, I think we have a very strong infrastructure to run the brand in a very solid way and a more sustainable way for the future. Finally, we believe the strongest asset is the people. They are the brand touch points. We ensure that the brand is lived through all these touch points, and they deliver the brand promise to our customer touch points at every nook and corner. And whether it's you're attached to First Capital, Janashakthi Life, Orient Finance, or to the foundation, and also at the holding company, that we believe in the brand and they live the brand to the right spirit.
All right, that being said, we would now like to take a small break and be back. Welcome back after the break on Ada Derana Biz 24. As we continue the conversation with Janashakthi Group, the First Capital winning a huge accolade of Brand of the Year at the Slim Brand Excellence Awards 2024. As we continue, Randinith, I would like to ask you, now First Capital Holdings has built a very strong reputation in the investment sector. How do you really ensure that the brand continuously resonates with both the investors, seasoned or new ones, and also the customers?
I think I touched this before. Capital markets are very much underpenetrated in Sri Lanka, and we have a long way to go. If you take the general literacy of Sri Lanka, is about 90% plus, and our Sri Lanka's financial literacy is only at 58%. So there's a huge gap. That's one of the reasons why people have also made bad decisions when it comes to their investments. They probably don't know. Most of us don't know how to read the interest rate cycles, inflation, and where is the inflation is heading. Based on that, to make decisions about your money. And we are also not aware of many investment opportunities than the traditional deposit that we've been used to. If you take India, currently capital markets play a dominant role in that in India, especially the unit trust funds, the mutual funds, as you've heard before. So the mutual funds are actually representing close to about 20% of Indian deposit base, whereas in Sri Lanka it's not even 1%. It's very small. So we have a long way to go, and that's where I think we want to take the pioneering role as a company, to take the lead in promoting capital market products, the unit trust funds, as well as other products. We want to take it to the customers, and First Capital can actually advise you to make better decisions, when to start your investments, when to exit from your investments. We also back it with research, knowledge. So in order of doing this, we have taken the role of educating the public. So mainly two prompt for us. So we take, especially the more seasoned investors like you asked, our research publications can really help them to make decisions in terms of their investments. But for the people who are not aware about investing, that's where our education programs can really help. So we have our webinars happening online. We actually go to universities to educate. We also go to corporate to educate. And we have a series of videos that we do bring certain subjects about investing. Because investing is not actually putting money. There's a discipline that you require in investing. There is always the part where you need to be managing your investment. So that's where First Capital can contribute in a large way. And additionally, our platforms that we have, our online platforms, mobile apps, are the touch points that anybody can easily access into investing, right? So you don't have to really come to a physical place or office, but from home you can start investing with us. I think that's where the penetration of the category will also happen in a fast way, because education combining with accessibility will help the category to grow in a faster way. That's where we want to take the charge in.
Interesting. Gamika, would you like to add on to that?
First Capital has taken a national responsibility, I believe. As we are proud about their activities, they have taken the burden in terms of educating Sri Lankans, because from childhood we've been taught about saving, not about investment. So Sri Lankans needs to know about growing wealth, and First Capital is taking that national responsibility of educating, growing the industry. Secondly, First Capital has also taken the step in terms of supporting the overall economy of Sri Lanka, because if you look back in the last 2 years where we had crisis, First Capital can proudly, this only brand could proudly say that we carried the national responsibility of supporting the government and the economy. And taking this message across to the masses, it will help in terms of growing the industry as a whole.
Interesting. And as we bring everything into a close, I would like to ask you, Gamika, as much as you're the Group Chief Marketing Officer at Janashakthi Group, you're also a well-known and a reputed marketer in the country. What would you give to the public as a message as of now for all the marketers who are watching us?
Well, the message to the marketers would be, I think, brand excellence. It's a fantastic platform for you to apply to get your brand thinking right. It will give you the discipline. It's not only about the winning of the award, but in terms of the discipline that you apply and getting your thinking right on the brand science. Definitely, once you do that consistently, you will be rewarded with brand awards. And brand excellence awards is not only merely a win for the brand team, but it's for the entire organization. If your entire organization is connected and live that brand value right across, you're guaranteed to have a sustainable brand. I think that's the pinnacle that you can achieve.
I would like to direct the same question to Randinith as well. What will be your message to the public and the marketers who are watching us?
So the message I want to give actually is that a lot of us doesn't make good choices when it comes to investing. We actually wait until we have a large sum. So you don't have to wait for a large sum for you to start investing. You can even start with a small amount of 1,000 rupees. And a lot of Sri Lankans have also not made right decisions about when to start investing and how much you need to start investing, because you are not aware, because you are not given the right education. So that's where First Capital comes in to educate and empower people with the right knowledge and the right advice and even the right tools. Also the platforms, online to everywhere. So that's our role in this overall journey. And I just invite people to start investing today. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much for joining with Ada Derana Biz 24 to have this conversation today. And once again, congratulations to both of you and to the company in whole for winning the prestigious Brand of the Year title. And not just that, as you can see, the other titles: Service Brand of the Year, Gold Award, Local Brand of the Year, Silver Award, and B2B Brand of the Year, Bronze Award. Thank you very much for joining with us once again. And thank you very much to all of you who kept watching us. Let's take this message across and probably start investing today.